So we're buying an extra seat for my service animal?
Yeah. Yep, sure are.
Don't you love disability tax in America?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Alyssa and Jasmine. Check the pronouns and let's go on a trip. We have some friends getting married, so we are booking our plane. And oops, we can't just book a regular plane ticket. We have to call them and get it sorted out because we are going on this very tiny plane with 9 seats, including the pilots. And there's a disability tax because the weight.
On a tiny plane, and so essentially you're paying for your weight on the plane, and Leia weighs as much as like an 11-year-old. She weighs, I don't know how much does an 11-year-old weigh, but she weighs 75 pounds. So she has to pay.
Now, we've known about this wedding for a minute, and we have been preparing for it. And you can see practicing here with Leia's headphones because I was worried about how loud the little plane was going to be. There's lots of steps to getting ready, so let me share that with you. It's nothing if not exciting when we travel because we gotta go to Costco and get meds. Let's see if they have them because we fly out tonight. Okay, we're in. Let's go to the pharmacy and see if the meds are ready. Luckily, we got our meds, and then we're flying out. Let's go to the airport.
None of those are... Oh, yeah, that's ours.
That says JetBlue. Let's go.
We got through security. Now we gotta go find our gate. This is not our first rodeo, or I guess flight, and I'm so grateful to have a service dog and have the support of that. I also end up having to bring lots of little things like my fan to support me because I get very overheated and need to regulate my body temperature. Leia also has her gear, and we have a backpack full of all of her stuff, including this silicone travel mat that has a pop-up set of bowls, and it rolls up and it's really easy to use and easy to clean, which is essential for when we're traveling. Flying is really hard for me due to my physical disabilities as well as being neurodivergent. I struggle with the tight spaces, the large crowds, the change, then there's all of the pressure and the dehydration. It's just a lot. The flight to Boston was about 6 hours, and I'm really grateful for my wife because they make a very difficult time easy for me and are able to just have a really good attitude, which I do not have. No. First order of business is some caffeine, as it is very early. Why do I have my drink in here?
Because you have boob highs. Dunkin'.
Hives run on Dunkin'. Some of the things we considered when we decided to travel for this wedding was knowing that it was best to only travel with a carry-on. I'm also really lucky because Jasmine scouted the airport for a Dunkin', which got us breakfast sandwiches because we had bought previous breakfast sandwiches and they were bad answer. Red card on those sandwiches. But I was able to wait with all of our bags while Jasmine did that, and we only had 2 because of the carry-on rule that we made. And it was, I think, best because when we get on this little plane, there is not very much room, and they literally put the bags in the front of the plane, like the nose. The nose of the plane is where my stuff goes. It's wild. And they weigh everything and weighed us, and it was nuts, which is why we had to pay a disability tax for my service dog to join us. Another key part of traveling is that I wear clothes that are going to be comfortable for me long term. So I wear comfortable underwear, not fancy underwear. I wear yoga pants because they provide stretch for any swelling. And I tried out this new travel shirt that I saw at Costco, and it was the hottest shirt I could have ever worn. I was really kind of disappointed, honestly, because it boasted like UV protection and wrinkle proof and breathable, and I felt like a tiny sausage in an even tinier packaging, and there was very limited airflow in the top, and I ended up actually not wearing it again after the first 2 flights. Once it was packed away after we arrived, it never saw the light of day again, nor will it ever again, probably, to be honest. Obviously, things aren't meant for people who have wildly fluctuating body temperatures like I do, but, you know, some of us want to be cool on a plane while also protected and also not wrinkly. But I think it's t-shirts from here on out for me, or tank tops. I can't do this fancy travel stuff. I don't know. Have you found that travel-specific clothes work for you? At this point in our journey, we had been on a 6-hour flight, and it was around 5 a.m. when we ended up landing in Boston, and we had to wait 2 hours for our flight to the Adirondacks, which is where we were going for the wedding, and that required us to be on the tiny plane. I'm pretty dysregulated, and I think you can tell by the amount of bouncing in my legs. But we held it together really well. Our goal was to not turn on each other, which we did not do, and our goal was to like hype each other up, and I think that worked really well, even though we were having a difficult time with this journey. But man, when I tell you, I don't even know difficult until I get on this tiny plane.
Have you seen our plane? Is it big?
Compared to what?
It's not a big plane. It's a
little plane.
Excuse me. That's the plane I'm supposed to be getting on. Some days I really wish that I was my service dog and that we could swap places, because to be as chill as she is would be the dream. When we went into the clouds, I legitimately thought that I was ascending to heaven. I should not be seeing the sky this closely like this. Also, not to roast this guy, but he was trying to take pictures and his iPad died, and that to me was objectively hilarious. Oh, we're landing, thank goodness. This experience really made me grateful for bigger planes, but would I do it again? I don't think so. Would you go on a little plane? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know, have you ever been on a plane as little as 9 seats? We're so happy we made it, you guys.